Hello, world of fellow humans. It is Wednesday, April 20th. Yes, that's what my computer says, April 20th. I started a daily video series on Monday the 18th and then happened to miss Tuesday the 19th. Day two. I already missed it. But I was spending time with my grandchildren, so I'm sure those of you that have grandchildren understand, they grow so quickly, and being able to spend time with them, comes and goes. Their parents are busy, and, you don't always get to see them every day. So when you get the chance, you do what you can to snuggle them and smuggle them and hug and kiss them and play with them. And I was doing that instead of doing a video, so please forgive me. I know you do. Um, I was contemplating today in terms of what my video would be, and I came across this quote that I really, really seem to be tuned into today. And it goes like this: there is no limit to what great and beautiful things the human being can create with the power of a balanced mind that is open to the inspiration of God. And that was written by Paul Odafe Akpomukai, and I guess it's from his written works of Life Without Stress and Pain. I will put that in the description of this video so that you can look it up if you want to. But again, there is no limit to what great and beautiful things the human being can create with the power of a balanced mind that is open to the inspiration of God. And that is something that's really speaking to me today. And it sounds real easy, but having a balanced mind can be very difficult. And being open to the inspiration of God can be very difficult, because sometimes God inspires us to do things that we don't understand, that don't make sense, that aren't in congruence with what we're doing currently. It may be something totally out of the ordinary, or something that's not in line with what you think your mission is supposed to be. And having a balanced mind in this world can be very difficult. There's a lot going on. We have a lot of issues that we're trying to work through. Many of us have, pain from the past, things we're trying to work on, dissatisfaction with ourselves, trouble in relationships. There's really many, many things that in this earthly world that we can struggle with, that keeps us from having a balanced mind and being open to the inspiration of God. So, this is really speaking to my heart today, and I wanted to put it out there with you guys and see what you think. And again, like, share my comments, subscribe to my channel. I'm going to try to make this a regular thing. I love dialogue. I love talking to people. I love conversing with them. So if you have thoughts on this, please make comments in the comment section, and tell me what your thoughts are. But one more time, the quote is, because you have to think about it: there is no limit to what great and beautiful things the human being can create with the power of a balanced mind that is open to the inspiration of God. When you really, really read that and think about it, it's powerful. Um, Great and beautiful things that a human being can create. If we're open to the inspiration of God and He's working through us, we can do anything. But again, in order to be open to Him and to listening to His inspiration and what He wants us to be doing and what our sole purpose is and why we are here, um, you have to have a balanced mind. You can't be steeped in worry. You can't be steeped in financial insecurity. You can't be steeped in bad relationships. You have to get yourself to a position where you can listen, where you're stress free in terms of worry and concern, and living in this earthly daily life, so that you can get to a spiritual life where you can hear His voice, where you can hear His messages. And having that balanced mind takes work. I've spent 50 plus years trying to get my mind balanced, because of all the things that I was steeped in my earthly life. So it takes work, and it takes commitment, and it takes discipline, and it takes faith, lots and lots of faith. You've got to believe versus seeing. You have to believe that God is working in your life, and that, He is seeing you, He is hearing you, He knows what your desires are. But in many, many cases, our desires are not what His plan is for us. It's not why we're here in terms of His sole purpose for us. So you've got to listen to those voices. You've got to listen to those messages. And you've got to be open to the possibilities of doing something that doesn't seem according to your plan. Um, but you also have to pay attention. You have to be aware. So my advice today, and I don't know who I think I am to be giving advice, but I know that I've been working on this for a very long time as well, is really work hard on getting a balanced mind, eating right, getting enough sleep, putting all of your worries in a God box. I have a box, a little metal tin, where when something seems to be usurping my attention or making me worry or making me concerned, I write it on a piece of paper and I put it in my God box and I pray and I say, God, it's yours. I can't handle it. You need to fix this for me or handle it for me in whatever way you feel is necessary. Especially if I'm concerned about other people or how they are or what's going on with them. I can't control anyone else's life and how they live it. So I can only pray for them and I can only put it in God's hands and I cannot worry about it. If I worry about things, then that's proof that I don't have the faith that I need. I need to have faith enough to put it in God's hands and not worry and live day to day. Take each day's um, provisions and do what I need to do with that. So I hope I'm making some sense. I tend to be rambling, but I'm trying to, make sure that you understand what this quote has meant to me today. Um, there are other days that I may read this quote and it wouldn't be as meaningful. Things get put on my heart as I'm meant to discuss them. So I just wanted to let you know that that's where I am today. That's today's quote. I know I've said it a few times, but it's a long sentence and it takes thought. So write it down. It is there is no limit to what great and beautiful things the human being can create with the power of a balanced mind that is open to the inspiration of God. So we can all do amazing, incredible, beautiful things for each other if we're in service to each other and if we have a balanced mind and it's inspired from God. And those are the things that are very difficult to get to. It takes work. So let that be the quote of the day. Let that be the thought of the day. Remember, my series is called Daily Dot Dot Dot. So today, the dot 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 is a quote. And again, it's from Paul Odafe Akpomukai from Life Without Stress and Pain. Um, I hope this has made a difference for you or is giving you something to think about. I love you all, as you know. I tell you all the time. I love this entire world, as crazy and as crazy as it is. I really do. We all have lots of things we need to work through, and we need to aspire to being, faithful servants and to each other, to God, to ourselves. Um, One last thought that just brought that to mind is having a balanced mind is also being right with yourself. Um, we're our own worst critics, and we need to not belittle ourselves, hate ourselves, criticize ourselves. We don't need to listen to whatever the world says about us or what we think they say about us. Part of having a balanced mind is believing we are where we need to be at the moment and loving ourselves in the moment and having the self-worth and the belief that we matter, which will be something I talk about in the future, is the fact, that you've got to know that you matter. So that's a topic for another conversation. But have a great day. Think about what I've said, and maybe write about it. Write the quote down. Think about it. Meditate on it. Do whatever makes you happy. And again, writing quotes. Share my video. Like it, and in the comments, I mean not quotes, but let me know what you think. I really appreciate you taking the time to watch these videos, and I hope they make a difference. That's my main goal, is just to make a difference for people. We all have lots of experiences to share, and I think that sharing our experiences with each other will help us get on the right track in terms of ourselves in this world and just love. Love is what's going to save us. So, self-love, peace, and joy. Self-love being one of the big things. Can't love others until we love ourselves. Not unconditionally, at least. So, love yourself unconditionally, then we can move on and love each other. Self-love, peace, and joy. Have a wonderful day. I will try to make another video tomorrow. Love you. Bye-bye.